Hey guys, Leash here, hanging out down in Queenscliff this afternoon. Just been to the salon for a bit of a fresh cut and thought I would jump on and do our Facebook Live today down in the gorgeous Queenscliff at the beautiful Queenscliff Harbour. Absolutely stunning day. The reason that I wanted to talk to you guys today, or what I want to talk to you guys about today, is how frequently should you be talking to your audience? Hey Darren, great to see you on here. How frequently should you actually be, and we call this rhythm, like what's the rhythm that you should actually be talking to your clients about as when you're thinking about your marketing? One of the objections that I hear is, what if I annoy people? What if if I'm just always in their face, it's not so great. So people will really pull back on marketing because they are worried that they're going to annoy their clients. Well, the thing is it really matters about the intention and what it is that you're doing. If you're educating your current clients, you want to do that on a regular basis. Hey guys, nice to see you on here. Hi Sarah, hi Michelle. You want to educate your clients on a regular basis. It's basically saying, hey, I know my stuff. This is what I'm talking about, blah, blah, blah. If you're talking to new people, they used to say that you needed 7 touch points in order to make a decision to buy something, whether it's a vacuum cleaner or whether it's, treatment or, waxing or I don't know, whatever it is. You need about 7 touch points for you to go, yeah, you know what, this person is going to be good. But the thing is, now with social media, we consume more information now than people would have done in their entire lifetime back, 100, 200 years ago. That people actually need more like 70 touch points in order to make a decision to buy from you. So if all you're doing, for example, is you're going and, doing one letterbox drop every couple of months, you're not really giving yourself the opportunity or giving people the opportunity to have access to get to know you and really understand why they should come and see you. We know that in the massage world, we've done a quiz that we have nearly 1,000 responses to. And what we find is the number one biggest growth killer is that people don't have, of nearly 1,000 people, 65% of people say that the biggest challenge is not enough clients or not enough future bookings. Now, what we know also is that most therapists will do 1 to 5 marketing campaigns a year. And the challenge with that is that it's just simply not enough action. There's just not enough stuff being done out there in the world for people to see, which is why the clients are not coming through the door. Now, the other challenges that I know, because I taught at TAFE, taught part of the diploma, is that you're also not taught how to market yourself. You're not taught how to advertise. You're not taught, what are the rules around marketing? How does it work? Because it's just like a treatment. Marketing is just like treatment. You just have to learn the foundations. You have to get it right. You have to play with it. You've got to make mistakes. You've got to learn from it and keep going. But really, with marketing, the only way to fail at marketing is only 2 ways, really. Number 1 is to not do it. And number 2 is that if people don't see it, that's the only way marketing can fail. For any of you guys who have been around for a while will know that I like to do variety with language. Some people say I can't spell, but I think of it as variety with language. And what that means is that, sometimes when I put stuff out there, 80-20, it's not perfect. Now, what I know as a marketer and as a therapist is that it's about progress over perfection. So it's actually about just taking action, because it's in the action that you learn. And people often say, oh yeah, I just need to learn everything and then I'm going to be okay. And it's like, it doesn't work like that, because action precedes clarity. You don't know what works in your business. You don't know what marketing is going to work. You don't know if Facebook Lives are going to help you, see lots of clients, but you'll never know if all you ever do is 1 or 2 things. Now, one of the things we talk about, with the clients we work with, particularly in our 6-week program in Fully Booked to That Burnout, is that we get them to launch probably 1 to 5 marketing campaigns a week until they're seeing the amount of clients that they need. And the reason that we do that is because we don't know which marketing campaigns are going to land. So it's kind of like throwing mud at a wall and see what sticks. But the challenge is if you go, oh, I tried a Facebook ad once and I got no clients from it. It's like, well, there's actually quite a lot of elements to Facebook ads that it could have been that was not right. If you've done a step of marketing and it didn't work, it's not necessarily that step is bad. It's just you've got to tweak it till you figure out what works. At the clinic, I would say we launched probably 300 to 350 marketing campaigns. And I would say that probably 50 to 100 of those worked really, really successfully and really well for us. for different seasons at different times. Some were quite intentional. I heard about them and implemented them. Some I just created on the fly. Some I created out of frustration. They worked really well. I was stoked with that. But you know, there's lots of different ways that you can connect. The challenge is, or the challenge for us is that what you think is too much actually isn't. Because the thing is, if any of you guys are watching this, it's because what I put in the title interests you. If anyone who isn't interested in what I'm talking about, do you know what they did? They just scrolled past. There's a few thousand people in this group. They just went, oh yeah, Alicia's doing another live, whatever, next. But anyone who's watching, welcome Natalie and a bunch of you guys on, you guys are obviously interested in thinking about why you should be doing Facebook Lives, and could you put yourself in this picture? Could you be standing here talking about what it is that you know, and how do you break that down? And so the thing with marketing is it actually qualifies or disqualifies people from working with you. Because if anyone looks at what you're doing and goes, oh, that's boring, they're just simply not a values match. They're not your target market. And if anyone goes, oh my gosh, I love this stuff, then rock on. And it's great to have you on here. You do not want to be everything for everybody, because if you try and do that, it's really hard work. What you want to do is actually be uniquely you and attract clients in who get what you do before they even come in. So what that means is you've just got to take a bunch of action. You've probably got to do, you know, if in order for people to be fully booked, I would say that there's probably 100 steps that they have to take. And the challenge is, if you've only taken 5 steps now, and maybe you know that there's a few other steps around, but you don't really know what they are, or you know there's a few things that you want to do but you're resisting, that's where the growth is. You know, James talks about this, the obstacle is the way. If you're struggling right now to get clients in the door, or you're struggling for growth, then you've got to do something. Everything you've done up until this point is because you're comfortable, which is great. You've ticked those boxes. The challenge is now you have to get outside your comfort zone in order if you want to grow even more. And so if you want to grow, if you want to take your business to the next level, you've got to take yourself to the next level. And one of the quickest, easiest ways to do this that's totally free is Facebook Lives. These literally cost nothing. Take a little bit of 10 seconds of courage, absolutely. But once you're on here, you just start talking. It's like, this is the stuff that I know. You have so much gold inside your head and inside your heart that you share with your clients every day. I bet you very rarely struggle with what it is that you should be talking about. So the thing with marketing is how frequently should you be talking to them. Consistently is what you should be doing. Now, we tested and measured at the clinic, and not everybody needs to do this, but we were seeing 100 clients a week, or over 100 clients a week. It's what we wanted to see. It was our goal. And so we had to do a lot of marketing and take a lot of action. So we actually tested and measured. We posted 5 times a day on Facebook for 3.5 months, just to see what would happen. You know, what was it like? Did people go, oh, that's it, I'm done? And we wanted to see if we would get lots of drop-offs of likes, or would we get less engagement, or... No, the really interesting thing was that because we educated our community and we talked about what it was that we did and why we did it, and we had some fun and, you know, we played around with it, we actually got more engagement. You know, yes, some people didn't like us, and that's okay. You know, we're not for everybody, and neither should you be. So it's okay to do it your way. The interesting challenge is that you don't have to be like everyone else. Yeah, exactly. Jeffrey is a master at this. If you guys haven't seen, check out Jeffrey Fong Osteopathic Services, because you're a gun. And as we know, he's got a fabulous chair that he does his lives from. You can't be too frequent with the clients that you want to talk to, because your clients and the people that you want to serve, they want to hear from you. You know, like it's a Wednesday afternoon. I'm just about to go and get the kids from school. I'm hanging out with you guys here, and you're all watching because you're interested in what I have to say. That's awesome, and I love having you here. And like I said, there's a few thousand people in the group. Not everyone's on. Also, rock on. That's okay too. But Facebook Lives are a really easy, amazing way of being able to get your content out there. We often talk about doing 30-day Facebook Live challenge. It's a bit of a stretch for a lot of people, but it's a great way of getting your message out and communicating what it is that you love to do with the world. So if you're struggling for bookings, if that's a thing for you right now and you're really working on it, then my invitation to you is to just do more marketing, take more action, and don't worry about if it does or doesn't succeed, because if no one sees it, that's the only bit of failed marketing. But the cool thing is no one saw it, so who cares? You just go out and do the next thing, and the next thing, and the next thing, and the next thing, and the more action you take, the more you learn, because action precedes clarity. You're never going to know what works. You know, even the guys that we work with in our program, we do a Facebook ad template But we have 5 different Facebook ads because you know what? Different Facebook ads work for different markets. People will try the first one, go, oh, it doesn't work, I didn't get anyone. Yeah, cool. Try the next one. Yes, Michelle, I love that. Well done. That is awesome. Well done. Try the next one and try the next one and just keep going until you get results. Because if you don't keep going, if you stop, the only way to fail at this game is to stop. If you keep going, if you keep learning, you keep growing and you're willing to just get outside your comfort zone, you're going to succeed eventually. So just keep doing it. And just keep connecting with your clients and being awesome. Great to be able to connect with you guys today. Love to be able to see you guys here. And I'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow for our next live on a really cool topic that I can't wait to be able to share with you. Take care, guys. We'll see you soon.